How about now? My bad. If you want your fish to be happy and not feel so crappy, become a Patreon at Cap. Yeah, thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Sorry, I had the mic muted by accident. So yeah, if I can increase my settings. Let me know how the live stream's coming in, if it's buffering a lot. We can hear you now. DPK Fish Aquarium says, yes, Lord, gave me my hearing again. Woohoo! Sweet. So what I've been doing in the fish room, I moved some of the hang-on backs around to some of the totes. So the tote on the floor has my Marineland there. I just wanted some more filtration in my tote on the floor. You probably can hear it. Oh, sorry about that. Again, sorry for the delay, guys. If it's let's see. Hopefully it's not buffering too much. Let me turn my end down to 360 because I don't care on my end. I just want to make sure the stream is going. Alan Queen says, okay, great. I will share now. Thank you, Alan Queen. I appreciate it. I'm going to let some people roll in here for a while and things like that. So let's see. How is everything coming in? Let me know if the stream starts to buffer, because if it does, it's not a good thing. Let me check my Wi-Fi real quick. 52 megs in, 39. I'm more worried about the megs up. Because like I know, I told you guys, I'm doing this through the Wi-Fi, so let me share this myself real quick. Hopefully I don't kill anything or make the stream freeze. Post that videos. All right, I've posted at least to Google. Okay, I'm back. DPK Fish Aquarium says, just shared it out on Instagram and my Facebook. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. So the filter maintenance I've been doing, like I said, I've been cleaning out my sponges today, draining them. Obviously, I usually try and do it in tank water, but I tested my water today because it's off well water from my city or my town, and the TDS, DH, all that. Everything was good, so I just rinsed it under my faucet. My different sponge filters, the corner filters, I just cleaned up the other medias, just a quick rinse to them, put them back in. Obviously, a lot of my tanks are planted pretty heavily. I did clean that one. I'll service my FX4 tomorrow, because every time I put a sponge filter or pre-filter on that thing, it gets clogged up because it does so many gallons per hour. It's like I think 1,000 or 1,200 gallons per hour just on that filter for the FX4. All the other sponge filters, I only did one for like the 20-gallon sponge filters that I have. So they're like dual filters. So I just took one of those off and squeezed those out, cleaned out all those for any dual sponge filters. And the other meteors, I did some topping off of tanks. I purposely believe they have more height to try to jump out of the tank, because it has happened at night. But I put a cover on it at night when I'm. Thanks, Carlos. Calypso's Reefing says, "What's up, Captain?" DPK Fish Aquarium says maybe get a more coarse one later so it doesn't clog so fast. Well, I was using the one from like an Aqua Clear, so it's really coarse, but still, just the amount of gallons it goes through it, like filter off. So I'm going to drain the FX4 because there is a little drain thing, and I can drain it out. So it'll like back flush the FX4 without really getting into there. I still may open it up and see how much Java moss is down in there. So yeah, my filter. I'm going to look for a really high, really coarse filter, you know, open cell foam or whatever. That way it doesn't clog as quickly, and the bigger, it'll stop big items from getting through, like plants and stuff like that. Food, it'll stop, but everything else will go through. Calypso Reefing says, hi. Island Queen with the wave. DPK says, yay, Calypso. You made it. Calypso's Reefing says, DPK, we in the building, how's everything? So I also was cleaning some of the my aquariums where I saw fit that I haven't had a gravel vac. All I do is I hook it up to like that 500 gallon per hour sponge filter. I'll drain the water, go out quick, and then I will use like my Python, and I'll start it onto the you know, draining into like a bucket or into the sink. You know, we'll use in the Python that way, and I'll gravel vac what I have to gravel vac and go from there to save on water. Dr. S. Experimentus, hello, Cap, and everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the that like button and share it out. Share the stream out. Whatever you can do is greatly appreciated. Obviously, like E-Money says, squat up. You love is love, you know. DPK Fish Aquarium says, doing good. Almost burned that rice and cooking, left my ass off. Yep. On Queen says, hi, Calypso. How's it going? On Queen says, hi, DR, Dr. S. Mr. B's Fishing Things says, thanks. Phil, or Mr. B's Fishing Things. Hi, Queen. Hit the like button. Yep. Got 8 people in here now, 7. So, yeah. Other things I was doing today was I was working on the Get Gills, where I have my store at, and a little bit on Amazon, starting a store there to see what I can do about selling off a lot of these fancy guppies, so I can sort of fancy guppies, whether it's males, females, whatever, in small amounts. So doing that, it of course on Amazon it takes a lot longer to set stuff up. So I'm supposed to be talking to the guy tomorrow from Get Gills. I think his name's Dan more for the site, make it easier. So I'll be talking to Tuesday, you know, and he'll help me edit what he thinks should be edited for the store for ease of access. So that's kind of what I've been doing today. I wanted to get all these cords put away, but before I knew it, it was, you know, time to take Molly out, get my son going, and all that stuff. Got the text from Darcy or Island Queen saying, hey, do you realize your stream started and you're not here? That's funny. Mr. B's Fishing Thing says, good day, DPK. OG Fish Bot Fish Keeper. Woohoo, you live. Yeah. Let me check you out. I don't think I'm subbed to OG, or if you changed your name from something else. Yeah, I am subscribed to you. Okay. Got 14 subs. Make sure you guys sub up to each other. That's what the Fish Fam does. One Nation Fish Keepers came by to drop a big like. Thank you, Nation Fish Keepers. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Just subbing up, everyone. I'm pretty sure I'm subbed up to you. Yes, I am. Appreciate it. Whatever you guys can do, I'm trying to get content. I was also editing some videos earlier. That way, it can start having actual content come out besides live streams. Angie Solana, aka Mrs. B. Hey everyone. Cinnabush says another like, laugh out loud. Woo-hoo. Awesome. Go to channel. Pretty sure I'm not Cinnabush. I'm not sure if I'm subbed up to you. I am. Look at that. Pretty sure I'm subbed up to Mrs. B. So let me make sure I am. I'm pretty sure I am though. That's the one thing I do is any new people. Yep, I'm already subbed up. Cool, cool. So I'm trying to get this. You know, get killed in these plants that have excessive numbers, shrimp, stuff like that. I mean, I got to add a lot more products. Fish and things. That's what we do. Help each other out, support. Alan Queen says, hi, Angie. DPK Fish Aquarium says, that'd be funny. Well, if you got strong enough internet, you could do it. Angie Soliner says, AK says, hey, Alan Queen. Yeah, sorry if I'm not mispronouncing your name, and sorry if it's this background where it's slower. Fish Tropics says, laugh out loud, Queen. Fish Tropics says, thumbs up, love everyone. DPK Fisher Aquarium says, what's up? What's up? Let me throw the link out if anyone's interested in joining the Google Hangouts. If anyone that joins, what their routine is about filter maintenance, aquarium cleaning, water changes, stuff like that, how often they do it. Water changes for me, I base it on tests and base it on how many plants are in the tank. So water changes I probably do once every 2 weeks for most of my tanks. Otherwise, it's just the top off. Some of the tanks that are so heavily planted are a month plus. On water changes, I'm obviously testing it weekly to make sure the parameters are good. Mr. Beast, these fish and things said, good people support one another. This is a good community. Angie says, that's DP. Perry Taylor says, hi, guys. Hi, Perry. What's up, Mr. B? Oh.
Hey.
And I'll call you back later, Dad. How you doing, Mr. B?
See you, Dad.
Fish Aquarium says, just noticed my empty planted tank is recycling. I agree, Mr. B. So how? What project you
want on my place? We're in the middle of doing building a new fish room. Now, I never intended to have ever built a fish room. Sort of happened because it's like you have one tank and then you have two tanks, and then next thing you know, I had nothing I needed to do with that room. Our kids are kind of grown and gone, and we had extra bedrooms, and I had a little office in one of our bedrooms, and I discovered I didn't really need the office, to be honest with you, not with the way things are modernly. So, you know, you can do everything on a phone. You can do everything, you know, just a printer in a corner somewhere. It's very easy. And so I ended up with another tank and then another tank and another tank. And that's how we ended up.
Sounds like MTS to
Yeah, exactly. You know, so that's sort of how we ended up with the fish room. Well, this is the first time we're actually planning an actual fish room. And the reason why is because we sort of needed the bedrooms back of all things. Because, you know, now what didn't happen was it wasn't that the kids grew up and are coming back with more. It's kind of the other way around. My mom's moving in. Now, my mother used to live with us quite some time ago, and her health is getting kind of poor. She's aging. So she's moving back in with us because she doesn't need nursing care or anything like that. She takes care of herself well, but she really shouldn't be independent anymore. So she's moving back in and taking over my fish room. As a result, we have a big basement that does nothing, and we decided, what the heck, let's turn it into a fish room.
Right. Makes sense. The basement's always a good place to put fish tanks.
Yeah, that's absolutely. So, I mean, it's working out great. It's working out better than I ever thought. We never really planned it, but now I thought, okay, you know what? I got everybody in this community that I can go and watch your guys' videos, and I can go look at stuff, and I can say, hey, you know, what did they do? How did they do it? You know, how did they run did they run air? Did they run filters, the canisters, hang on back stuff? You know, what did they use for racking? I'm lucky that I'm a welder, hobby welder and fabricator. So I had already built a few racks for myself to hold aquariums. So, and then in other places in the house, I'm also a little bit of a carpentry buff. We had built stands such as Angie's. Like here, let me flip this around and let you see Angie's stand over there. So this is a stand that's Angie's here in our living room. That's got 275s on it, and it's a wooden stand that I built for her.
Nice. That looks awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was we wanted to do something a little different. It looks like 8 feet of tank. It's actually 275s end to end, so 2 4-foot tanks makes 8 feet of tank. But like having a divider, and it's still kind of nice. You can have different tanks going on at the same time, but it's still this big wall effect of tanks. So I built some tanks, and I built my daughter some tanks and stands and all that sort of thing. And here in Canada, we don't have any dollar per gallon sales, so every piece of glass is kind of valuable, right? And I'm always constantly building tanks, and that's sort of how things expand quite by mistake. But no, we're in the process of actually building a fish room right now. Give me a second, and I'll take you for a little walk.
Sure. That'd be awesome. Appreciate that. I'm sure everyone in the live stream will too. Builds is always exciting, especially if you're doing a lot of content. It adds up, makes for a lot of good content. Showing how you build fish stands and all that. That's what I want to do. Is once I start moving things around, money becomes more available. I'm gonna build stands right there, and then what I want to do in this corner, like I've said before.
Right. So here we are in a room that you guys have seen lots of times before. We've already moved some of the fish out and started to move some other things in. So this is one of the next ones to go. This is a 6-foot stand that has 6 tens on the bottom of it. So this is going to go downstairs into our fish room. And these are the type of stands that we generally build and use. This is another identical tank to it that doesn't currently have anything on the bottom of it, but we think that'll probably end up changing in the process. But yeah, this fish you guys have sort of seen before, but some of it's changed. Oh, there's where the betas live, up on that rack.
Right. Nice.
And then this tank. So
I like all. Are those all 10s or are those 20 longs right there under that tank?
And so that was Mom or Nanny in her new corner of the fish room that you guys are seeing there.
Right now, with the fish room right there under that rack, you know, the big tank. Are those all 10 gallons or are they 20 longs?
Those are 10s that are in there. Those are 10s. So it's 60 gallons of water underneath of the big tank on top. And that's a 150 there, by the way.
Nice. See, that's what I want to do with this stand because I'm going to move everything around.
Right. Yep.
Exactly. Just to make it much more out the walls and put tanks under there too. You know what I mean? Even though it's got a nice trim job and all that stuff.
Yeah. So now we walk downstairs into what will be the new fish room. So it's been quite a bit of work going on in here. This all was just raw basement, and so now it's we've done some painting. Still got to put some trims on doors, as you see. You guys recognize that's Hook in his tank stand that I built very similar to my wife's stand upstairs, and that's going to change. We're going to get rid of that wooden one, build a metal one, sort of like the ones upstairs, and underneath it. This is the stand that normally sat up in my fish room. It was the first one to come down here. And so we filmed a little bit of that. There's going to be some videos coming out, guys, on how we've done all of this. But, I mean, why not? We'll chat about it here. It's not like it's a big secret or anything. And this will be the air system. Now, interestingly enough, this is something I haven't seen anybody do yet, right? So this is PEX pipe. Now, this is water PEX pipe. It's very flexible like this. It would remind you of the white plastic pipe all of you use to make air systems in the U.S., but being here in Canada, that is not a product that is available to me. And the reason why is because they don't use the same type of water or plastic systems here because of our inclement weather. It changes the products that are used in homes for building and whatever. So, but this is PEX pipe, which is used for water pipe very economically, and I'm going to make my air system out of it.
Yeah, up here, well, in the States, we got the yellow and blues. I'm sure you probably got different colors up there you can buy for the PEX.
We do. Yellow and blue, there's in my house. But but as far as using like the ABS plastic, well, not you guys call it.
I'm sorry, you're cutting up. I don't know if it's my end or your end.
Not sure.
You're breaking up pretty bad.
Right now? 1, 2, 3.
It might be me too, because
I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Chat. I can't see the chat. Sorry, people in the chat.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm looking at the chat as people are typing.
Then yeah, Captain will catch the chat and let us know if there's a question or anything like that on a mobile device. But yeah, we can't. We don't get the ABS. It's not ABS. ABS is like the.
Now, you said those two are 75s, right, down there? Stacked on each other? So I just want to welcome Larry D's Larry D's tat here. V-Stag, everyone saying hi to each other. Congrats, V-Stag. So let's see what V-Stag was talking about. DPK Fisher's Aquarium says, yeah, Larry D, I made it.
Hey.
Got to watch his new upload video tonight. Island Queen says, who's more excited, Mr. B or Mrs. B, about the fish room in the basement? DPK Fish Aquarium says, V-Stag, did you kill his breed again? Island Queen says, I subbed you up, Larry. Larry D's Tank some more says, hi, DPK, need to get you to make me a logo. DPK Fish Aquarium says, I think aquariums is so therapeutic, just got to be patient, and it's rewarding at the end. Exactly. It definitely is rewarding. Larry D's Tank some more says, I'm good, Captain Savage. Angie says, for sure, mister. V-Stag says, yes, I have some new fried DPK. DPK Fish Aquarium says, cool. Angie says, Mr. B. Island Queen says, oh, congrats, V-Stag. DPK says, definitely, Larry. V-Stag says, thank you, thank you. Island Queen says, haha, I can tell that Mrs. B. Angie says, yeah, yes. Larry's D's Tank some more. It says, at DPK, let me know what you need for me to do. Mr. B's Fishing Things says, cut out, sorry. Mr. B's Fishing Things back in a few. That's fine.
Yeah, we just kind of had too much going on, I think.
Well, yeah, too. Sometimes I think it might be on my end since I'm going through Wi-Fi and I'm sharing. So I'm probably hogging the bandwidth for my landlord stuff and all the fish tanks I have to go through. So what I want to do is I got a small
right. So somebody in the chat help me out.
Whip on the device.
Like that you all use states to make your air systems out of, use them for water pipes. Somebody help me out. It's like we have black ABS pipe here, but what the heck is it that you guys call it?
Well, a lot of people use PVC pipe, the regular wide Schedule 40 PVC pipe, and then they drill to get the self-tapping air things. You know what I mean? Like
we don't
Corey
have
does.
Water grade PVC in my area at all, because
well, if it's this for air, it shouldn't matter on the PVC pipe.
Right, it wouldn't matter if I was just using it for air, but I can't buy it at my local hardware store. Is what I'm getting at.
Oh. Can you order it online by any chance?
Yeah.
Maybe order off as Amazon if they sell the scheduled PVC, you know?
And you're right, that route. But what I thought I'd do is I'd try experimenting with the other water line because it's very economical here. It's not expensive at all.
I'm sure, and you just gotta check. I'm sure the PEX PVC pipe anyway can take up to like 70 or 80 psi anyways, because the
and I mean, pressure in an air system anyway. There's absolutely nothing there. It's just a matter of fitting, using something to carry the air with. So, and something that you're going to be able to put fittings in that's going to work well.
Now, the PEX I know is pretty rigid but flexible. So you just probably have to get the caps for the PEX for the airline PEX.
Shape nice, which is something I'm looking forward to. Is it's going to hold its shape pretty well.
Yeah. See, that's what I'd love to do, but I don't think I'm going to set up a whole fish room type air system. Even though I got the right there over my left shoulder where my thumb is right now, that can do 950 gallons per hour. Worth of air, and it came with its own what do you want to call it, steel or aluminum fitting, the gang or whatever you want to call it, with like 8 fittings,
block or whatever you want to call it, valve,
the air block or whatever. So I'm only using 3 out of the 8. The rest are turned off because I don't need it. Well, I'm sorry,
can you adjust the air?
Oh, on that one? Yeah, off the gangs. So what it is it comes out as 3/8, like PVC pipe or braided PVC or whatever you want to call it, airline hose or whatever, and then it goes into the gang or the 8-way thing, and I can control each how much pressure each one of those is by this turning the knob on it. You know what I mean? The metal knob. So it's got the 8-way right there. Like I said, I'm only using 3. And then as I go out, if I tee off or anything, I'm putting the little plastic fittings on to restrict the airflow. Because, certain tanks, I don't want a ton of airflow, especially shrimp tanks, because I don't want to disturb them too much.
That's right. Yes, you can end up with too much. I mean, so everybody's trying so hard to make enough air that I think they don't realize sometimes it's going to make fun.
Oh, I'm just going to welcome a couple new people. JZBY Aquatics in here. It says, hi, Cap. How you doing? Island Queen says, thanks for the tour, Mr. B. JZ Aquatics says, smash the like button. Thank you. JBZ Aquatics says, hi, Island Queen. Yeah. That light.
I want to thank you for having me on there, Captain. I'm going to get off here now. I appreciate you giving me a couple of minutes to chat with you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so keep me updated because I'm curious how to see that PEX pipe works for you for the air system.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll make a few videos or updated on what's going on in the fish rooms. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime, Mr. B. Like I said, this Hangouts is open for anyone to join. I'll throw the link up every so often. And if you want to come in and chat for a bit, feel free.
Well, you're a great supporter of the fish community, and I really appreciate you doing that.
Take this high all.
I mean, there's no room in this community for people to be selfish. It's a wonderful community. We support each other really well. I mean, we all know who the good cats are, and you're one of them. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime, because any person that uses Google Hangouts, it gives them the chance if they have to stop for a minute. Like here in a few minutes, I'll have to stop for my son to make sure he's ready for bed and all that stuff, and help him read or whatever. So this might be a quick, real short live stream, and then I'll come back on around like 8 or 9 o'clock when he's definitely in bed, or 9 o'clock when he's down for the count. Larry D says, hi, JZBY. Angela's Fish Tank says, hi, Larry. Hi, Little Brian. Island Queen says, hi, Angelo. Thanks, Mrs. B. Yeah, so I appreciate Mrs. B and Mr. B for, hanging out, chilling out in the stream. So let me post this. Now, I may only have about another 20 minutes or so before I have to read to my son or whatever, help him, and I could probably start the live stream again. Let me press play on that so I can see what's going on with the live stream. Appreciate everyone that's in here. We got 11 people in here currently. 6 concurrent viewers, so it's awesome. Thank you. Let's go settings. It's at 360. Mr. B's Fishing Thing says, thanks for having us for a few. I'll get out of the way so someone else can join. Well, with Google Hangouts, up to 10 people can join at once. Now 50 or 100 people in at once. But I don't know the compatibility with YouTube, so I have to look into it a little bit more. Sit to eat. Awesome. I love pizza. Pizza loves me. Loves my butt more. Angelo's Fish Tank says, pizza. Who said pizza? Pizza. Me loves me some pizza. Eat that at breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I could. But I'd probably be like 600 pounds, 1,000 pounds. In moderation, who's notifying me. Hopefully I'm not stepping on anyone's toes for streaming this early on a Sunday, but that's all right. I was doing filter maintenance, cleaning up some of the aquariums by gravel vacuuming and all that. My 404 I cleaned about a month or two ago, but that has a pre-filter on it, so I won't touch that. I did clean one sponge from each of the filter floss and the Aqua Clear 70. I just took that out, squeezed it out, rinsed it out under water. I only things that, oh, hold on, I only clean. I did. Smile. Mr. B Fish and Thing says homemade pizza. That's where homemade it's at. Angela Fish Tank says, I hate you, Island Queen. So now we want pizza. Island Queen says, loves pizza for life. Yep, hashtag pizza for life. One more time. Get your hot pizza. Maybe I can get Fish Tropic to Google Hangouts if anyone's interested in joining. I'm going to go for another 15 minutes or so. I know I haven't been in here that long. I'm going to lose the chat for a second, guys, because I'm going to the infos and settings. But yeah, if you can show your love by hitting that like button, you know, obviously comment when this video comes out, because lately I haven't been getting many comments on my videos, so I don't and stuff like that. Oh, save. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm just checking my settings real quick. Sorry, guys. Don't mean to do this during the live stream. Just want to make sure everything's good. Catch up with it though. Please let me know broken up. Just say something in the chat. Says it's okay. I mean, I'm not getting some shout outs to everyone in the chat that's here. So if you're here, let's see. Angela's Fish Tanks, thanks for stopping in. Island Queen, Mr. B's Fishing Things, Mrs. B, thank you for joining the stream. B's Tanks and More. More to, hold on. Larry D's Tanks and More. Yep, I had that right. Jay-Z, Dag, DPK, Fish Aquariums, Island Queen, Angie Sawliner, aka Miss B, Harry Taylor, thank you for joining the stream. Calypso's reading, thank you. Making sure I did not showing love on Captain's videos. All right, I'm gonna start play this so I can see when the stream's lagging out. Yes, yes. Next time we'll make sure it sets for better buffering. So thanks some more. Says hit that like button for you. Uh-oh. Twitter's blowing up. So let me do this. Analytics. So it's on Wi-Fi and still early, so my landlord might be streaming. My son's watching videos on his tablet.
Hey. Hey.
I'm looking at my phone. I don't mean to do that during this thing. Thanks again for everyone that shared the live stream. Finishes up the shout outs. Let me go back to live chat messages. Switch it on my end. So if I missed you, to speak up in the chat, and I'll give you a quick shout out because I'm running the 10 or 12 minutes to 8 p.m. And I'm going to help get my son ready for, or he's going to get himself ready for bed. And then I'm going to read to later, probably around 9 or 10 o'clock or something like that for a longer live stream. Larry D. Tanks and More says, what? Non-Queen says, who's not showing love on Captain's videos? I don't know, Alan. Queen. I can go page. And go from there. It's going to take show up. So we got 14 likes, 9 people watching. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Zen. Share. Why am I sharing it? Yeah, it's only got 10 minutes left. Captain has been great guy and a part of the fish fam for years. So I want everyone, really, if you guys really want to support me, if you go to my playlists, I have all my videos. So any videos that I get, I live streams everything for all the content. So if you decide to go to work or something, or you got time, Chrome Explorer, or your Chrome, whatever Explorer you use to access the internet, throw it up in the background if you got the bandwidth and let it display the list. Every little thing helps. I'm up to 791 subs. I'd love to get up to 800. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Time, like I said, every time every day that goes by, the watch time changes based on what each month or each day by day or week by week I didn't stream as much, or I didn't put that much content out. So I'm trying to be better about having more videos come out back to back to back. So I start having them come out like once every couple days, because I don't want to run out, or once every 3 days or something for the content. That way there's consistent content coming out every my live streams, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type of thing with new content. And then that give me 10 videos or 9 videos, give me 3 weeks of content right there, and then I'll be able to stay ahead of the curve. And eventually my goal is to have a live stream content. I'm considering that. So yeah. How I do my filter maintenance, how I do my aquarium aquarium cleaning, any water change schedules. If you're wondering, what are your guys' water change schedules? Once a month, sometimes twice a month, once every 2 months or 3 months, based on the water parameters, TDS, all that. This has Java moss in it. Probably depending on the water parameters, once every 2 or 3 weeks. Besides that, I just do top offs. Alan Queen says sounds good. That's good. Knock on my camera back to my desktop. That way I can take full advantage of all that stuff. Woo, Bob Steenfort, like my Zinyu corner. Yeah, this might need to be cleaned. It has been like 2 months, but with all the plants and stuff in there, I can go like a month or 2 without cleaning the corner filters and stuff, because the plants have to top off these 10-gallon guppy tanks and this 3-gallon, and then the 55. But like I said, I want a little bit more, because then I can actually get more water in there easily. Unfortunately, recently I broke my I cracked where it goes into the T that for the where you twist onto the, so not the actual T part that lets the water go through and you can start off and turn on the water and create suction or not, screws in. So I have one of those on order. That actually, let me make sure that's coming in before I forget. I got to go to Amazon, because I buy stuff off Amazon. Attachment would be greatly appreciated. I tried gluing it with Gorilla Glue and stuff, but over time, check my I don't have it here. Let me check my saved stuff. So the one on Aquarium female, so let me move that to cart and move all this other stuff to save for later. Save for later. And I've been considering about doing a trickle filter, since I can't have what is that house plant that's really poisonous that you can get to grow out of water. I used to have it, but I can't remember the plant name. They got them at work. A pothos. I'm gonna put in like a trickle filter up top and a small 40-gallon per hour filter, 20-gallon per hour filter. This to keep water trickling over the trickle filter, and then I'll have that all by DIY. Even though they got them for pretty cheap online. I spent $53 for it. Save for later. Save for later. I'm just cleaning out my cart. So this one. Save for later. Proceed to checkout. Everyone unite in the chat one more time. Please, I can give you a shout out before I end the live stream. Make sure that's the right card. Nope. Review, edit my order. Mr. B's Fish and Things. Yes, Queen, thank you. Uh-oh. All right, guys, I'm going to cut the live stream here because that's work calling me. Again, everyone, for watching. I got to get to that call, so take it easy. Sorry